Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. See guys, pap has been renovated. Pap is no longer the yellow corn you used to know. You soak, you grind, you sieve. No, there are different types of pap now. In case you are saying pap is for children, no, it's not only for children, it's for everyone. There are lots of benefits of pap that I know that you will also like. In this video, I'm going to talk about everything I know about pap, everything I know about Tom Brown, and then I will compare the two of them alongside the discussion. Yes, so this is the type of video you will not love to miss. So you can join my family by subscribing to my channel. It's totally free, or you give the video a thumbs up. Anyone is fine by me. So the first benefit of pap is that pap is very good for someone that has high blood pressure because of its high level of potassium. Pap is good for someone that has lost body fluid. For example, if a baby has been throwing up any food that he or she eats, you can offer pap to that baby to replenish that fluid before taking the baby to the hospital. Yes, and if you check well, if you can remember, or it could not be you, it could be anybody that goes through the knife as per operation, the person is advised to take pap for a while. Pap is very easy to swallow and easy to digest too. Yellow corn is not the only corn you should ferment for your baby's pap. In short, the best grain you should do for your baby as pap is millet, and not just millet. You can combine yellow corn with millet and guinea corn. That is the best you should offer your child. Pap also increases the milk flow in nursing mothers. There is also a special pap called lactation pap. The one I did in my video, there should be an updated version. Let me talk about the various variants of pap. Yes, it's no longer the yellow corn, you know. The first one on my list is what? Mixed grain. The mixed grain pap contains the yellow, the millet, and the guinea corn, all equal measurements. This one is best for your baby, especially a baby from 6 months. From 6 months, because some people will come in the comment section and still ask, can I give baby of 3 months? Baby of 3 months, it is left for you to decide. But what is proper according to WHO is that a baby should take milk from 1 month to 6 months. Then from 6 months you can introduce semi-solid. So if you want to go contrary to what has been said, it should be your personal decision. But most of baby's food, semi-solid food, is usually from 6 months. The next variant of pap is the fruity pap. You choose the fruit you want to add to the pap. Next one is nutty pap, full of nuts. You can add nuts to this pap. Yes, just like the name. Carrot pap too. You add carrots to your pap. For the processes on how to make this pap, I've done some on my video, but those ones I've done on my video like way back 2 years ago. Yes, those ones are, let's say, outdated version. There is an updated version, and if you are interested in the updated version, you can chat me up. My number is usually in my description box, but just bear in mind that it is not free. No knowledge is free these days. Okay, so if you want to learn more about these variants of pap, just chat me up in the number you will see in my description box. Yes, then apart from these different variants, these are the few I can mention. Okay, one just entered my head now, the omowo pap. The omowo pap is another variant of pap, good for mothers that just gave birth. So apart from these variants pap, there's also two major types of pap. Now, one is the one you know, and one is the one I'm about to say now. The one you know is the one you grind and you sieve out the chaff. But right now, most people don't want the pap to be sieved out. They want to get all the grains, all the fibers from the pap. So we have the sieved pap and we have the unsieved pap. If you want to know more about all this, go to my description box and we'll talk. Yeah, so that is enough for pap. Let's move to Tom Brown. The of them all. I just love Tom Brown. Tom Brown is known for its weight gain in children. Mind you, pap also helps in weight gain, but Tom Brown is known for its weight gain. That doesn't mean that pap does not also add in your baby's, no. It will also make your baby to gain weight. Depends on what you use. If you are using only one grain, but if you are using the newest method of making pap, adding a lot of things, yes, just watch out for the child. So the Tom Brown here is a cereal. Will I call it a cereal? Made up of grains, different grains and legumes. You can also add your sweetener. You can also add anything, as in not anything. Anything reasonable. Some people add plenty things. They call it 14 in 1 Tom Brown. Some people call it 20 in 1 Tom Brown, 21. I think the highest I've seen is 14 in 1. But I'm not a fan of putting a lot of things in Tom Brown. In case you don't know Tom Brown, how will I explain it? It's just a mixture of grains and legumes like soya beans. Some people add beans, but I don't. My Tom Brown doesn't contain beans. My Tom Brown doesn't contain rice. It's left for you to choose what you want. Yes, but personally, I don't see the logic in adding beans into Tom Brown. Tom Brown is not only for kids. Tom Brown is for adults and children. Even you as an adult, you can take your Tom Brown before going to work. It's gonna hold your belly. Even the aged man or woman in your village can take Tom Brown. Even diabetic patients, because it has low sugar. Some of the benefits of Tom Brown is that it is highly proteinous. The protein where the for that Tom Brown, it is plenty. Though your kid may not really like the taste at first, trust me, but if you add a lot of milk or date syrup to it, your baby is going to love it. And mind you, when I'm giving my child something, I'm not giving my child something because he or she doesn't want or he or she wants. No, when I'm giving my child a particular healthy food, I'm giving it to him because I know the nutritional value of that food. So even if your baby doesn't like Tom Brown, keep insisting. Even if it's 1 or 2 times in a day, you will surely see changes in your baby's body. Just to put in something, just to add up something. Okay, I saw Tom Brown. You can check in the description box. You can communicate to me in that number in the description box and order for your Tom Brown. Tom Brown is also rich in fiber. It's not gonna constipate your child. If any Tom Brown constipates your child, it's either your child is trying to adjust. Maybe he or she has been taking only milk and you are now giving semi-solid food, or you are just introducing semi-solid food to your baby. Obviously your baby is going to react, but it's not going to be constipation. The poo is just going to be, a little bit strong, but it's not going to constipate your baby. If Tom Brown constipates your baby, that means one of the ingredients there was not well prepared. If you know the ingredients, drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section, guys. I know some people have been following me on this channel. They know what it means by one particular ingredient is not fully prepared and you now add it to your Tom Brown. That ingredient is likely to constipate your baby, and if you add that particular ingredient plenty, it's likely to constipate your baby too. But apart from all that, Tom Brown will not constipate your baby. It's easy to digest, easy to swallow, but the wrong side of Tom Brown is that you don't put it in flax, just like you put your baby's pap in flax and go about your business. No, Tom Brown is acid hot. As you're cooking it, you're giving it to that child as acid hot. So that is one, will I say, disadvantages of Tom Brown. And people think, I don't know if I've mentioned it earlier, people think Tom Brown is for babies. By people, Tom Brown is not only for babies. Even you as an adult can take Tom Brown. It's a healthy meal for all. Tom Brown is gluten free. That is to say, it doesn't have gluten in it. In case you do not know what gluten is, that kind of protein that does not really have nutrients in it. Yes, all it does is to help form a food, just like in pasta. Yes, there's gluten in pasta and there's gluten in bread. It does not really provide any essential nutrients. It is just gluten, but you cannot find that in Tom Brown. So some of the major ingredients you can use in your Tom Brown, the ones that are very necessary, if these ones are not in your Tom Brown, you're not doing Tom Brown. Those ones are millet, yellow corn, guinea corn. What is yellow corn? Millet, yellow corn, guinea corn, groundnuts, soya bean. These are the 5 major ingredients that should be in your Tom Brown. Then if you have plenty money, you can add dates to your Tom Brown. It's going to maintain its sweetness as long as you add a lot of dates. But we that are selling, we don't add plenty dates, because if we tell people price when we add plenty dates, it's gonna choke. So what we advise is make your date syrup separately and add it to your Tom Brown. The major difference between Tom Brown and PAP is that Tom Brown doesn't go through the fermentation process, because in as much as fermentation is very, very healthy for your baby's gut, just like PAP goes through fermentation. Tom Brown goes through roasting. If you want to own Tom Brown to go through fermentation, you can, but it's going to be very, very, very difficult for you to dry the grains after soaking it for 3 days and start roasting. Is going to be a lot of work. So Tom Brown doesn't go through fermentation, apart from a particular ingredient in Tom Brown that goes through fermentation. It must go through, even if it's 24 hours. That ingredient must go through fermentation. Then, like I said earlier, Tom Brown, you don't put it in flax. PAP, you can put it in flax, because if you put Tom Brown inside flax, it's going to coagulate. It's going to be like agidi, mana agidi doto onye achi de yaracha abe mana akara. Okay, another major differences between Tom Brown and PAP is the different storage processes. To store your PAP, it's usually freezer, not fridge. It is usually freezer. Another option where you do not have freezer is to be pouring water on top of the PAP. Like you put the PAP inside a bowl and you pour enough water that will cover the PAP. Then every morning what you'll be doing is to be changing the water. While in Tom Brown is already in dry form, very dry form. You don't need to put it inside freezer, and you don't need to be pouring any water. You want to spoil your Tom Brown? All you have to do is put it in an airtight container, very airtight container. In short, what I do to mine is I use like 3 or 4 plenty nylon, tie it so well and put it inside a very airtight container so that air doesn't enter inside your Tom Brown. For the longevity, for the durability and the longevity of these 2 things, Tom Brown tends to last more than PAP. Yes, if you don't handle PAP so well, if it is not in the fridge, if you don't change, if you make a mistake and you don't change the water any day, it's gonna spoil or it's gonna smell. But Tom Brown can stay in that airtight container for as long as 6 months. Nothing is gonna happen to it. PAP is very smooth in texture. If you make the latest PAP now, it's going to be a little heavy for your baby. Yes, but in Tom Brown is not as smooth as PAP, but it can be smooth if you do it well. Yeah, so but it's not as smooth as pap, but if you do it well, it's going to be close to pap. A lot of people complain I made some brown, it is very rough in texture. There are secrets to these things, okay? Inbox me in my description, my number is there. Yeah, so you can make a smooth turban for your baby, yes, if you know the one or two things to do about it. These are the major difference between pap and Tom Brown. You can also add yours in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video and you watched up to here, thank you so much for watching up to here. I appreciate you all. Please do well, give the video a thumbs up, click on the red subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next video. So for now, ciao ciao, bye bye.